As we delve into verses 8 through 10, the narrative progresses with the Lamb taking the scroll, which catalyzes a profound response from the heavenly beings. Verse 8 begins, "Now when he had taken the scroll, the 4 living creatures and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, each having a harp and golden bowls full of incense, which are the prayers of the saints." This act of worship signifies the recognition of the Lamb's authority and worthiness. The harps and golden bowls full of incense, representing the prayers of the saints, symbolize the blend of worship and intercession, emphasizing the integral role of prayer in the life of the believer and its preciousness to God. The act of falling down before the Lamb underscores a posture of humility and adoration, acknowledging Christ's supremacy and the fulfillment of God's redemptive plan through him. The instruments of worship and the bowls of incense highlight the multifaceted nature of worship, involving not just songs of praise, but also the prayers and petitions of God's people, ascending as a fragrant offering before him. This imagery draws believers into a deeper understanding of worship as a dynamic interaction with the divine, where our prayers and praises become part of the heavenly liturgy. Verse 9 transitions to the new song sung by the heavenly beings, saying, "You are worthy to take the scroll and to open its seals, for you were slain, and have redeemed us to God by your blood out of every tribe and tongue and people and nation." This new song is rich in theological content, affirming the Lamb's worthiness based on his sacrificial death and redemptive work. The reference to redemption out of every tribe and tongue and people and nation underscores the universal scope of Christ's sacrifice, highlighting the inclusivity of God's salvation plan. This verse celebrates the diversity of God's kingdom, reminding believers of the gospel's power to transcend cultural and ethnic barriers, uniting all in Christ. The song further acknowledges the cost of redemption, pointing to the Lamb's sacrifice as the foundation of his worthiness. This acknowledgement invites believers to reflect on the profound mystery of the cross, where Jesus' death brought life and freedom to many. It challenges the faithful to live in gratitude for the unmerited grace received through Christ's blood, fostering a sense of solidarity with believers from all walks of life, united by the common bond of redemption. Verse 10 continues the theme of redemption, proclaiming, "And have made us kings and priests to our God, and we shall reign on the earth." This verse speaks to the elevated status of believers, transformed by Christ's sacrifice from subjects of sin to co-heirs with Christ, destined to reign with him. The reference to believers as kings and priests emphasizes the dual role entrusted to the redeemed, to exercise dominion in the spirit of Christ's servanthood and to mediate God's presence in the world. This royal priesthood is a call to active participation in God's kingdom work, embodying the values of the kingdom in everyday life. These verses, rich with imagery and theological depth, offer a panoramic view of salvation history, culminating in the Lamb's victory and the believer's transformation. For the believer, this passage is a call to worship, a reminder of our redeemed identity, and an invitation to participate in the unfolding of God's kingdom on earth. It challenges us to embrace our roles as priests and kings, living lives that reflect the sacrificial love of the Lamb and the inclusivity of his kingdom. As we reflect on the Lamb's worthiness and our calling in Christ, we are encouraged to offer our lives as living sacrifices, engaging in worship and service that honors the one who has redeemed us by his blood.